Thank you very much, Mr. President. I think that we're today discussing both an enlargement or better clarification of the mandate of the EIB linked to a guarantee system for which is really required by the way it finances. This clarification of the mandate, this broadening of the mandate, is something that's going in the right direction. The bank will be able better to meet its goals as far as aid for cooperation and development is concerned. And obviously, to the extent that the bank and the union wish to be subject to rating agencies, then there's clearly a problem of guarantee. And that brings us to the question of the fact that we need to be careful when we're investing perhaps in health or in education, in the fight against poverty and goals, the Millennium Goals, because none of this is really particularly profitable field. What we need to say, in fact, is let's talk about our relationship with these rating agencies, and let's talk about something else, which is how is it possible that we can be so careful when it comes to guarantees that have to be given as far as fighting poverty is concerned, and so careless about how the union, how could we forget that we didn't really see any of the financial crimes that have been committed over the last few years. We didn't see any of them coming. That's the question, that's the terms we should be putting the question in, Mr. President. And I've got some reservations about this, and they're quite straightforward. First of all, we have a European Union that has an external policy, but it's basically based on double standards. There's no reason why, as far as human rights are concerned, we would have any EIB financing in Libya and not in Belarus. What criterion are we applying here? We need to be absolutely honest and clear here, because the second aspect is the European External Action Service, who's got a very broad mandate, including operations which are military in nature. So the question is, if you put these two aspects together, how can it be that the European Investment Bank isn't in fact being turned away from the actual mandate for which it was set up in the first place?